Now from the longtime home of the Angels, baseball from Orange County. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series. Bottom of the first straight ahead as Yunel Escobar steps in to get him started.
The shortstop,
And a high strike there, 0-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
And that includes winning the first 2 in this series, so they've had it going lately. They'll look to put a capper on the weekend with a sweep here.
And this one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2. And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that can do is tie you up.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1 and 2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. Cole Calhoun will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm saying, look, pitcher advantage.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. Coming to the plate now, Mike Trout. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night.
1 ball, 1 strike.
They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
2 strikes.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Chopped weakly to the left. Here's Castro for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. C.J. Cron will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, that was a rough one yesterday, but he's still hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Here's the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's going to be a base hit, so the Angels are able to score first. It's 1-0.
And you know, this is something these guys just haven't had for a while. That's an early lead. Although I guess they haven't really had any leads, period. And that's why they're on this losing streak. But a good sign here as he drives in a run to put him up 1-0.
Standing in now, Will Curtis, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go along.
And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Well, that's a good job here to plate their second run of the inning. Just a simple ground ball was all he needed, and he got the job done, playing some good small ball.
Bird has got it, and the side is retired. Carlos Perez readies for his first appearance in this one, and he's a guy who's been terrific over the last couple of series, really swinging it well. Down the third baseline. And no shot there for Headley. It's past him, a fair ball. Cliff Pennington will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2.
Hey, get a 2-ball right here. What do you say?
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And with a quick breather here, Let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Drill down the line. Ready on 1 and 2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Number 99 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Hey, eat it. Cut it right there, cut.
Yunel Escobar will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
Well, guys, the result was a great way to lead things off. But what gets lost in the shuffle there sometimes is the at-bat he had. I mean, he made that starter throw a ton of pitches.
Let's go.
Outside for a ball, 1 and 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2.
Hey, now we got 2.
Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Cole Calhoun gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Throw on to first. He'll be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired.
And leading off for the
First
Angels,
offering on its way.
Number 27, Mike.
Too high, 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
You know, when I watch Mike Trout and I see the speed and the power, it reminds me of Mickey Mantle. And whatever you do, don't give him something down in the zone to hit. He loves the ball down.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Well, you mentioned pitching to Trout low in the zone. It's become fairly well known. If you're going to do it, you better do it on the first pitch.
Yeah, no question, because he's famous for taking the first pitch in almost every at-bat. But I don't think I'd test him, Matty. He's scary at all times with the bat.
C.J. Cron stands in as he looks at a called strike. And he falls behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gregorius is there in time to first, and there are 2 away. Will Curtis stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, 2 away now.
And another foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Gregorius will make the catch in that. Andrelton Simmons is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Designated hitter, number 2.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Carlos Perez.
Carlos Perez is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cliff Pennington. He got called out on strikes his last time through. In there, a base hit.
Hey, eat it. Tell you right there.
Up next,
Striding into the box, Shane Robinson. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Yunel Escobar waits on deck. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Yunel Escobar gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Hit softly on the ground to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as Cole Calhoun will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Well, he's not letting them get a gauge on anything here on those first 3 pitches. He saw a slider, a fastball, then a big curveball. Now he's set up for almost anything on a 1-2 pitch.
Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Lays off 1-0. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter,
C.J. Cron will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's liner towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Will Curtis will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Will Curtis.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now this is popped meekly in the air. Playable on the infield. And that'll get down for a base hit. Andrelton Simmons will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. Into the box now, Carlos Perez. He singled his last time up. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there.
Afternoon baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in New York. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Number 23 is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. Adam Jones will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, one away.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Here's a line shot that's going to get over the head of Gregorius and on into left center for a base hit. Manny Machado will stride fourth to take his first cuts now. And he's a long ball threat, of course. Currently 4th in the American League in that department. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
1 out and a runner on second base.
1 down here, fellas.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Jonathan Scope will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have him in my lineup every day. He's had 8 RBIs over his last 10 games. Yesterday was just a little bit of an off day for him.
A little bouncer. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 6.
Into the box now, Pedro Alvarez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
And another foul ball. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Hey, strike this guy out. Get him yourself.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Drew Stubbs will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Gardner going back. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and J.J. Hardy will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The catcher,
Kurt Suzuki will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2. On the ground to the left side. Gregorius showing off the range. On the first, and Suzuki's retired, 2 away.
now batting.
Number 23 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
2 down now.
A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
You know, it's just the third inning, but you can already tell. So far, he's wearing out that inside corner. He doesn't want these guys to get too extended, and it's worked out for him so far.
Hey, strike this guy out. Let's go.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Adam Jones will be the first to stand in here in the inning for Baltimore, with Manny Machado waiting to follow.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Tapped out in front of home. McCann scoops it up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Manny Machado is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
After battling injuries in previous years, Manny Machado showed everybody what he could do in 2015. He got named to the All-Star team, he participated in the Home Run Derby, and he won another Gold Glove.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. But like you said, 2015 was definitely a year to remember for Manny. He became only the 7th Oriole to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in the same year.
Yeah, for him, it's all about health. If he can stay on the field, he's going to put together a stellar career. He's got all the tools, there's no doubt about that.
And that misses for ball 4. Settling in now, Chris Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Ellsbury is under it.
Oh, I got it.
He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in, Jonathan Scope. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Squared that one up just a little late. 0-1, here's the pitch.
Hey!
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
And no shot there for Headley. It's past him, a fair ball. Pedro Alvarez gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Drew Stubbs heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Into the windup and the pitch.
Drew Stubbs
takes this the other way to right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Shortstop J.J. Hardy.
J.J. Hardy stands in as he looks at a called strike. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Kurt Suzuki is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
2 down here.
Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and even though that's a...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Number 23 will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Belted high in the air out to left. Looking up is Gardner. Gone! A solo shot here to left as the Orioles have come back to tie our score at 1.
And as a pitcher, when your guys aren't scoring any runs for you, it makes things awfully difficult out there for you. I mean, he's held them off for as long as he could, but now with one swing, this is a completely different ballgame.
Adam Jones stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Into the box, Manny Machado. He drew a walk his first time up. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Got him. Chris Davis steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
And he's going to get a visit from his catcher here because even though he got away with that last pitch.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Jonathan Scope will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
That got his kitchen big time right there.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Pedro Alvarez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Bounced weakly near the plate. That rolls foul for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Pull up, pull up. Out, out, out.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Now here's the ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Drew Stubbs will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Hit to third. Gloved by Headley. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Chase Headley. Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian, and as we draw nearer to the downtown Baltimore and Oriole Park on a Friday night. Tonight, the first of this three-game week. Number 23 comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Number 23.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
Drew Stubbs will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now. Manny Machado will stride in as he's running out of time now if he wants to make a late push for that home run crown. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Hey, let's go right here.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. To short, hit hard. Oh, look at Didi. He's up with it. The throw. It's there, and he's out. Chris Davis will get his first opportunity now. 0 for 4 in Wednesday's ball game. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Steve Pearce will stand in for the first time. 1 for 3 back on Wednesday. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses for ball one.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Towards second. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. Adam Jones will dig in now. Couple of hits in 5 trips to the plate back on Wednesday.
Adam Jones.
Popped high in the air. Castro is there for it.
I got it.
One down.
Batting 8th, catcher
Matt Wieters steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Gregorius has it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
batting 9th, the shortstop,
J.J. Hardy will stride in for the first time. He homered back in Wednesday's ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Another one sent foul. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Now here's a ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. Number 23 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
left fielder, number 23.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. In now, Drew Stubbs. He flew out in his last at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Calling for it, Headley makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now to the plate, Chris Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Hey, let's go right here.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Steve Pearce will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Hit hard back up the middle. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Jonathan Scope will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Hey, we got no out.
The 2-2 pitch. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Adam Jones in now. Hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Castro has it. Throw gets him 2 down. Stepping in, Matt Wieters. He got on top of one. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. J.J. Hardy will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2.
Got no out.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
On to first by Headley, and there's out number 1.
Now batting.
Number 23 will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Drew Stubbs will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Ball 1.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. 2-1. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy. Get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Still 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Again, he sends it out of play. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk. On the ground to the right side. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him. As Chris Davis steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
0-1 count and the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
First baseman
Steve Pearce will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Down and away, one ball and no strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Grounded to third. Gloved by Headley. In time to first, and there are two away. Jonathan Scope will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Add another. Adam Jones will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think...
And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here for Adam Jones. Number 13 for him on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now. Matt Wieters is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Now action in the bullpen as they're close. Smoke toward the hole. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. J.J. Hardy is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
Number 23 steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double play, and the inning. A beautiful nighttime view there of the Baltimore skyline as we head to the top of the 9th in this one. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets.